Well, the Knoxville Police Department announced today its real-time information center. It's now active, operating 5 days a week. It's a surveillance tool using a series of public and private cameras. 10 News reporter Lauren Davis met with KPD to learn more about it today. She's joining us now as she prepares this story for us later today on 10 News. So first off, Lauren, number one, thanks for being here. Number two, explain what this is.
So I went to the center today for the very first time. It's in their public safety complex that they recently built a couple of years ago.
That's right, here in North Knoxville.
And so if you look at it, it's just a whole bunch of screens in a room. There are desks. There aren't a lot of staff right now because it's still new, which is why it's 5 days a week. But they have this system where you can see different cameras. They have the 10 cameras that they added in that they installed. There's a couple on Broadway all over the city, but they also have access to other cameras in the city. Like, for example, they had TDOT cameras that they were able to view. And a new thing that they launched today is Connect Knoxville, where residents and businesses can also add their cameras to that.
So how do you do that? Because that is intriguing to me that they're opening this up to pretty much all of us then.
Yes, so the way that you can register your camera is just to let them know, hey, I have a camera, so if a crime happens in that area, then they're able to access it. But if you want to integrate your camera, you'll allow them access to that camera, and it pops up on their screen. So when they're looking at all the calls that are going on, that camera will be there, but you're able to say, hey, I don't want them to access it at this time.
Let's talk about the reason for having this network, this system of cameras. What ultimately does KPD hope to gain from this?
They just want to enhance public safety, and especially when it comes to integrating your own cameras that you have at your home, for instance, your doorbell camera, or at a business. They want to help investigators solve crimes more quickly.
What about people and their take on this, just the general public? While we see the benefits of lots of cameras and having eyes everywhere, has there been any pushback from people who are like, I don't know if I like all these cameras everywhere looking?
I was told by John North that there were people that were pushing back in that way just because they think that KPD is going to be watching those cameras all the time. I spoke with Scott Erland, and he says they don't have the staffing. Even if they could do that, they just don't have the staffing, and that wouldn't be a good use of time. But another thing, if you register your camera, that doesn't mean they have access to your camera. So it's just letting them know, hey, if there's a crime here, we can go to this person. They might have video on their camera to see what's going on.
So they just have that idea of, okay, it's registered, this situation happened in this area, we can go talk to them, ask them if we can access their camera, because they pretty much gave us thumbs up to use it. So they no doubt have to be excited about having this extra tool, if you will, right?
Yes.
What's the talk amongst the police department?
So the public safety complex, as we know, was a great addition. So this is just another addition, again, enhancing public safety as Knoxville continues to grow. They also use it with big events. They use it for the Savannah Bananas, and they say it also helps streamline not just for KPD, but also with the fire department and all those agencies that were out there, just to make sure people can respond quickly and make sure everyone's safe.
Is this being used in other places that they've been able to get best practices from in order to prepare?
I'm not sure. That was a great question.
Yeah.
I'll have to check in with Scott Erland. We'll have to keep doing, because they're only operating a little bit, 5 days a week, until they hire more people. So as we continue to learn more about it, we can talk to him and see what's going on. And he said we're welcome anytime.
Okay, we'll take him up on it. Lauren Davis, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you.